Welcome to another episode of the Big Brothers of Destruction podcast. It's the Masaku.
It's your boy, Swag Switch in the building.
And we are here with another wacky week of wrestling. And man, Swag, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I didn't watch Dynamite. Didn't watch Dynamite.
You did? Oh,
did not watch Dynamite.
Man, it's getting that bad right now.
No. I've been spending more time with New Japan. I've been trying to do the thing like so. It's where you're watching Dynamite. I am trying to watch New Japan to be like, okay, if we're going to be the guys that cover it, I need to soften the blow of what's going on currently, because 2017, 2019, all the way up to that point, I was diehard New Japan. But then all of a sudden, pandemic changed, the title changed, and it was just like, the heavyweight title looks like a toy now. I don't like that. So it threw me off, and people like Ibushi, Omega, Okada, all the people that made it hot around 17 through 19
are now in that horrible brand. I'm kidding. They're not horrible. They're just bad booked. AEW.
or just people like Naito, like he's leaving the company because he could barely see. I mean, he bad knees too. So it's just like a lot of the people that made it hot 2017 are not there or not popping. So the fire that New Japan had needed, they're trying to find who's the new ace or who the new person is. And it's just really tough to watch it right now. So I'm trying to get back into it. And I will talk about it later with the most recent card that I watched just today. But let's go into this wacky week of wrestling.
That's fair enough. And don't worry, I definitely caught I got that AEW.
Please and thank you.
But before I get into that, some of the things that have been going on in this week, that's just been it's kind of crazy. So first off, I need to know, how do you feel about this whole Ridge Holland situation?
See, okay, so here's the thing that WWE is not realizing is that with the rage that is social media is getting to the point where before with Daniel Bryan, saying the yes chant was the equivalent of the social media dislike button. We have now seen in recent years that the IWC is getting very powerful, and it is speaking its voice, and it's really pissing off Hunter. We have seen it through Jey Uso, and we are now also seeing it with Ridge Holland. There is a lot of controversy with the Ridge Holland situation. Obviously, to some, he is the person who ended Big E's career, and now you have to sympathize with him as a human who has 3 kids and a wife to take care of, just a whole family to take care of. But again, he is the person who ended Big E's career. Very mixed feelings with the IWC, and it's really weird. I honestly feel like him speaking out to the fact of like, yo, man, I went out on behalf of WWE and I got injured. And you guys are, releasing me or, whatever they did in my contract. And him voicing that opinion got him fired. That's kind of shitty. But, I'm also a company man, so I know when to shut the fuck up. But in a situation that is his, it's a little bit different. If he did not have mouths to feed, I could kind of get a little angry too. You are also a dad, so I'm going to ask your opinion on this too. But a part of me says, nigga, I would have just shut the fuck up. And I would have went to Hunter and be like, yo, bro, like, come on, like, doing something.
See, that's the part right there. That, because I'm 100% with you on that. And it's like, company man or not. And I feel as if this is what's getting a lot of people in trouble these days. Mm-hmm. And because, like, we're so, as a society, to a certain degree, we are so quick to want to jump on the internet and give and let go our grievances.
Yes. Very quick.
And because we're so quick to want to do that, sometimes you go out there and you say some stuff without really processing the thought. A good example of that. Remember when Corey Graves was made to go back to NXT
for saying his comments about
and then when he was told he had to go back to NXT to do commentating, he went on the internet and acted a goddamn fool.
Yes.
Not realizing the full extent of what was going on. He over here think he's getting demoted. It's like, no, we just need you to go over here. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
Like you're still employed, bro. It's like, okay, are you that high and mighty of yourself that you can't like do a service to the place that made you who you are? By the way, you made a name in NXT. You became a commentator in NXT, and especially with WWE, you got injured, right? They could have just said "fuck off" with you.
They could have Rich Holland you.
They could have Rich Holland your ass. They could have Rich Holland your ass, but you became a commentator. You made something of yourself. Honestly, Rich Holland, why didn't you look at Corey Graves' situation, bro? Like, bro, oh my god, like it's funny. It's a double-edged sword. It's weird.
It's like, I don't know if it was like, well, I mean, everybody else goes on the internet and says something.
That's what it was.
So maybe if I go out here and say something, it'll move some shit.
He thought he had R-Truth love.
Yeah, and instead, fuck yeah,
because R-Truth didn't even do shit. It was just the internet did it. You know what? R-Truth, as a nigga, we know to shut the fuck up sometimes and let people speak for us, and that's what it was.
And when he got let go, he was just all like, "Hey, it's been good, you know, and it's my time to go," type thing. Yeah. Now on the back end, he did say the fact that he was upset about it.
Yeah.
But like, he didn't voice that to the internet.
No.
He kept that inside, you know. And it's like that.
He would have been good in the Indies too. Yeah. Oh, he'd have been good.
If he really had to, he'd have been straight. Mm-hmm. But like, on the other side of this though, it's like, it almost brings me back to a little bit of the Andrade situation. Because like, I think what was the issue for him and what made this so bad for Ridge is the fact that they said, we're going to release you.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't released yet. I think that was like at the end of this month or towards the end of this month was when he would have been released. So pretty much his contract would have went up.
Yeah.
And it's not like he was fired or anything. So I don't think he would have had to worry about like a non-compete clause or any of those things. It was just like, whoop, contract's done. And we're just going to move on.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I mean.
And because he did this, he has now screwed up he fucked up the bag.
Yes.
Because now he, you know, with the contract, it's, you know, you're not supposed to talk down about the company that you're working for.
I mean, that's in every company's fucking book.
Yeah,
don't talk bad about the company you're working for.
Yes, and he was going to be released. He's not done yet. He's still on contract. He was still employed by these people.
At that time.
Yeah, because now they said, "Oh, you want to talk shit? All
Fired.
Right, bye, nigga. Bye.
Fired. Fired."
And it's like, oh, bro, just sometimes you just gotta shut up. You know,
literally like, that. I mean, even Raja Jackson realized, you know, I fucked up. And I know I'm not comparing the two, but because what Rich Holland did was wild. But like, even in situations of controversy, just be quiet.
Sometimes if you just be quiet, handle it on the back end.
Yes,
it's not everybody's business.
No, it's not.
Like, you know, like, and then when you are clear and when the dust is settling, everything's good. Sure. Then you can talk your shit.
Yeah, like
if that is absolutely necessary.
Like, why did you wait until after?
Yeah, like if you cannot, what's the word? If it's something that can't get fixed, let that shit ride out. Wait till everything is good, and then talk your shit.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been the way to go, because I mean, now he's probably never going to be employed by them ever again, and he will be an indie wrestler probably for a while. Because WWE does not take likely to people talking about them on like press or anything. So like, you know,
Lord knows, fucking, and it's one of those things where it's like, sure, it looks bad on WWE. It looks the optics look really bad.
Nuclear.
The optics looks really bad, and when you like look at the whole what's the word, like the full landscape of it all.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and this kind of goes with the whole thing with Andrade, contract is a contract. Therefore, it is indeed contract. What's on that contract, you have to follow those rules. Otherwise, your employer can do what. Now, if you don't like it, sure, try and sue them if you want to. See where that gets you. Andrade, we're looking at you. Are you gonna sit that year? You're gonna take that year?
Eric Bischoff said he actually, I think it was Eric Bischoff or who, I can't remember. But Eric Bischoff says he could win, but you got a lot of money you putting down for lawyers, fees, and courts. So it's like, is it worth it to take him to court and probably spend almost half a, I think it was like, I think he said $500,000 maybe?
I didn't see. I haven't seen that. I have seen where other, like David Otunga.
Yeah, David Otunga
I saw
said
where
it too.
he talked about that, and so like, yeah, he could take him to court, and he'd probably win. He probably most likely will win, because they probably look at that and be all like, WWE, you can't make a man not work for 365 days. Kind of, you know, it's like you can't invoke that. But
also work. I mean, like, could he be a normal civilian and work like a normal job?
Yeah, he could.
Okay, I was like, he's just banned from wrestling. Okay,
so yeah. So like, he is the way that it kind of goes. Like, so if Andrade had like his own business in the back end, he could still run his business or his businesses. But like when it comes to like performing, like he can't go to AEW or like whatever indie, you know. And I do think it's also, from what I heard, don't quote me on it, but I do think like if it's like, you know, if he's going like fully out of the country, he might be able to still do.
Then go to New Japan. Go to Noah.
But I think, but as far as like within like, you know, U.S. stuff and everything like that, I don't think he can. I know he definitely cannot do that, because that's what all goes to the whole non-compete thing. But yeah, like for Ridge Holland, bro, like it sucks, but at the same time, you screwed yourself, bro.
Good news though, he did make a GoFundMe, and he has gotten at least I think $8,000 in the proceeds right now. People from WWE, which is crazy too, people from WWE have supported and put money down. Even people like Chelsea Green had made posts about it, but then Chelsea Green removed the post. So people are wondering if WWE is trying to silence talent from voicing the situation with Ridge Holland. So that's another interesting thing.
Of course they probably would.
But that's the thing, if that is true, that's when it's nuclear bad for WWE. So you know, it could. The thing about it is, you know, since Jesse Ventura years ago has been wanting to create the union for wrestlers, and Hulk Hogan being the one that was like, "Nah, brother, that doesn't help me out." This could be the start or evolution of something like that if it gets as nuclear as it does. That, you know, wrestler strikes and shit like that.
Now, but there is that whole thing of, because from what I understand is like, from the reasons why I know Hulk Hogan was not going with it, is like it's that whole aspect of like, okay, this is probably a really good thing for the boys, but it's gonna fuck with my bag.
Yeah.
And and when it comes down to it, nobody is trying to screw over their bag. No matter for nobody, unless it benefits them, unless it benefits your bag, no one's going to make a real budge on it.
You know, and it's interesting because I know we had the conversation about it too, and some people being like, you know, at the end of the day, Hogan was a petrol. He was a bag chaser. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it, he was a bag chaser. But
he is a bag chaser through and through. Fuck everybody else. I'm gonna get mine, and I'm gonna feed my table.
But for the whole Ridge Holland situation, in a nutshell, it's unfortunate. I think you should have shut the fuck up, at least until after your contract, where you can slander them all you want to. I mean, Killer Cross even made he had an interview where he was talking about, like, guys, we are making money in the indie circuit right now, like way more than we ever did with WWE. He was talking about, bro, not just the indie shows, but getting toys made of you. People making independent wrestling games, you know, and wanting to feature independent wrestlers like himself. It's like there's so much opportunity for money out here. And Matt Cardona's even said it himself, bro. He's made more money he's ever had in the indies in WWE. The motherfucker came out to a DeLorean, my guy. DeLorean. You definitely wouldn't do that in WWE.
It's one of those things where it's if you know how to move and you have the right wits about you to get what you're trying to get to, you'll be fine out there.
I feel like also getting to WWE and then being released, the bag is incredible because back in the day, your only options was Ring of Honor and TNA. But now you got, you know, GCW, you got our House of Glory, you got MLW, and all these people are wanting to book you. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen Shotzi. Shotzi, excuse me, I said Shotzi. Shotzi, I can't tell you how many times I've seen her in promotions, and I'm like, I mean, she's hot. But I saw one match with her with a rookie, and the rookie was better than her. And I'm just like, okay, I guess. But she's making money.
Listen.
She's making the money. She's making the bookings.
And I can easily say, you know, which is one of those things where it's like being a wrestler and just being able to set foot and be seen in WWE for whatever time period.
It explodes.
It does numbers for you. Like with Karrion Kross and O-Girl, right? Like, I'm gonna bring them up again later on. Mm-hmm. But it's like with those guys, like the last little bit of time they was doing the WWE, like they, for all intents and purposes, they got everything they needed out of WWE.
Especially after that promo that Kross did. That promo that Kross did literally was like, okay, when he's out, GCW did, like all those bookings.
And it's like he got everything he needed to literally catapult him. So like once they said like, yeah, we're done here, kind of thing. Though they wanted to go back to WWE, because it's one of those things like I feel when you're in the indies, you do have to work just a smidget harder.
Just a smidget. I mean, they have a style, yeah.
It's like you got to work a little bit harder, and you kind of have to do a little extra grinding. Because some of that grinding WWE does for you in the back end, where all you gotta worry about is just the main creative stuff. But now you're doing all of that stuff that's in the back end, and you're a little bit of creative stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Scarlett, by the way, she was saying how much, you know, you can monetize your Instagram videos, monetize your Facebook videos, your YouTube videos. It's like, yeah, every day is a grind for an independent wrestler. You can't really take any days off. You have to be on Twitter every day. So, but like, if you're doing it the right way, your bag is tremendous, you know?
Exactly.
So it's crazy. But all that to say, Ridge Holland, man, you know,
keep your head up, bro.
Keep your head up, man. You know, you, again, a father of 3 and a wife to take care of. I can understand as a man who has, you know, his own wife to take care of. And I think about these options all the time. And then you having your own kids, you will also be pissed off if something like this happened. But we also know we would not handle it at the extremes that they did, only hoping that social media would defend him. And it did not work the way he wanted it to. And now he got egg in his face. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, he really did. Like, not only did like the people, the fans, freaking backlashed on his ass,
giving him death threats already from Big E situation,
which is crazy. It messed up, but then WWE was like, "Okay, talk shit, get hit. You're out of here."
Talk shit, get hit. Damn,
crazy.
Boy. Anyway,
this actually kind of rolls into the other thing I wanted to say or bring up is what the fuck's going on with LA Knight right now, dog?
Yo, did you see that post I gave you? I can't remember the guy's name, but he did scenarios. He did this for both Drew and him. Oh, let me freaking I gotta say his name. I love his content, and I would do him an injustice by not saying his actual name. Let me see if I can find it. I know you liked it. I think you liked it recently. But what he did was he basically made content. Okay, yeah, here you go. It's Mikalai Kelly. I think it's Mikalai Kelly.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I put him on the screen. My apologies, dudes. I'm probably mispronouncing your name. It's dyslexia.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Malik Kelly. There you go. That's what he's Malik Kelly.
Malik
Kelly.
Well, you said Malik, and then I thought like, damn, Mikalai.
Yeah, that's what I said, bro. I said Mikalai. I'm terrible, but Malik Kelly. He made a video basically of like every scenario where it was LA Knight in a match where it was like, okay, so LA Knight should win, right? He comes in, hey guys, you know what's up with this match? Oh, LA Knight, you're not winning. It's not the time. It's like, okay, maybe the next one. And then like every scenario, it's just LA Knight's like, not winning, right? All right, that's cool.
Bro, that video hurt me. So I've heard through the grapevine, and this actually is way before a lot of stuff recently happened, but like I have heard through the grapevine, through the great wrestling vine of grapes, that he does kind of sort of have a little bit of heat backstage.
If you're talking about the sign scenario,
not even this this is before the sign shit.
Okay.
Now, granted, one could speculate the fact that did not help his case. He out here pulling Velveteen Dream kind of stunts.
Well, I mean, again, the sign situation is funny because they put up his name right when it happened. So it's like it was whatever.
Yeah, they try like as if they were trying to block it.
Yeah, I mean that's what everybody's saying, but it was just like it was perfect timing. But either way, it's like you're pandering to the audience. The audience is loves you, and you're just pointing it out. I mean, it's just like how Jay Uso did.
So the thing that I've heard before, because like I said, now this information I've heard a while back, and that's the fact that like they have not pulled the trigger on LA Knight because I guess, which I can't blame him for being this way, and I guess I get why they would think that, but it's like they don't want to. They're not pushing him the way that they want because I guess they feel as if he's too arrogant or something.
So he's Austin 2.0.
But they don't want to push him.
Yeah. We've definitely seen that.
And it's like one of those situations where I feel like he's in this weird space where it's all
main event jobber?
Well, no. That's what he is.
Yeah.
No, he's absolutely a main event jobber right now.
Yeah.
It's like, he's in the main event. He fights main event players. And sometimes he will win, but he's not being given.
He's not given the big ones. He's not Big Match John.
No, Big Match John. But like,
John, JBL, bro.
But it for me. I feel as if it's unfortunate, and with where we're at right now with LA Knight, it's like I don't think. And it hurts me to say this, but it's like with the way that the landscape is, unless he wants to stick around for at least another year and a half or two, it's not going to be his time until that time frame.
I don't think it's gonna be his time as long as Cody, Drew, Orton. Who else we got here? Who else is in that vortex of always being in the title picture? Jey Uso, Punk, Seth. Now, any of those people that's in the top, like he's not winning a match over them and getting that belt.
Now, I will say, I feel like we're almost done with Jey Uso.
I mean, we as an audience are done with him. WWE's not.
But like, I think they're almost done with Jey being in that particular spot. Like this last bit that he had with Punk, I feel is going to be his last bit of really dealing with that, with the heavyweight title. Like, I feel as if he's probably going to do a very quiet diagonal slide to
the tag division where he belongs.
I wish.
Because damn it, Jimmy, you don't deserve this right now. At least give him a chance to big up some, so when his child comes, he got extra bread.
When you look at Raw that we just had, right? Jay is about to be very quietly and slowly just to the mid card, which is where his brother's at. And I feel,
where have you seen Jimmy? Honestly,
where is he? I mean, he just got done getting his ass beat by Drew. You know, because what?
Barely anywhere, right?
Well, he also got some pregnant woman at home. You know what I'm saying? He's got to take
that.
He's got to take care of the real money maker.
Wow. I mean, he's not lying. But God damn it, no, Jimmy is the real Oos. Okay,
he is.
Jimmy is the real Oos, the real main event, and he was the wrong Oos. I'm just kidding. Jay was the wrong Oos. Jimmy was the real one. Anyway,
it should have been Big Jim.
It should be.
Unfortunately,
Big Jim would have been like such a fucking good Slim Jim ad. Like, why the fuck do you even got Jay in there and Jim has Jim in his name?
Listen,
what do you do?
What it boils down to, it's the whole right place, right time,
bro.
The reason why we got the Oos we got as opposed to the Oos we want is because the Oos we got was healthy and ready to go. Because, you know, Jim was hurt for a while. Like, he had a whole ass neck injury.
I'm still trying to fathom the idea that LA Knight and Jey Uso did these Slim Jim ads. And we got Jimmy Uso, Big Jim. That sells itself.
Once again, it's just because it's just Big Jim had a busted neck.
He snapped into a Slim Jim. He's mad for the job. He's snapped into a Slim Jim. Double entendres. I don't even try, bro. Double entendres. Anyway, go ahead, tell your story.
So, this John Cena tournament.
Oh my God!
Right now. Number one,
Gunther,
in my opinion, not even looking at who's going to be in it, but just this whole process. All right. I'm over it.
I know you're over the whole John Cena thing. I already know that.
And the fact that we're having this tournament, even more so, just solidifies how over this process that I am. When you look at who we got lined up for the tournament so far, I'm just like, at what point should I start feeling like I'm being entertained by this process? at what point should I actually give a damn about this tournament? We have
also who the fuck I'm just gonna say this real quick, John Cena. Who the fuck are you to be the only person in WWE history where an entire tournament is based on who is the last person to fight you, bro? Kurt Angle didn't get that. Hunter didn't get that. Taker damn sure didn't get that. Austin didn't get nobody. How are you the one motherfucker? Come on, bro.
Listen, it's the John Cena glaze is so thick.
Paul, I mean, yeah. Fuck. Yeah, it is. Jesus Christ, bro. What the fuck? Oh, okay.
It's a very thick layer of glaze, bro. It's
laying it on thick.
Laying it.
Oh my God! All right.
With the way that it's kind of being done, it in my opinion, it's more splattered. Just
like honey bun. Like you talking about glaze, like honey bun glaze,
dripping,
busting.
Nah, it ain't busting. It ain't busting.
All right, man, get to the fucking point, bro. Get to the fucking point, bro.
The problem is
there's no point.
There is no point. There isn't one. It's just like we're here.
Okay.
Now, I have to give it to The Miz because The Miz, as much as people don't want to give him the credit for, he is awesome. Okay? All this shit's going on. And The Miz is the only person who has actually at least kind of made me... It's almost as if like The Miz came on TV and was like, hey, let me give you guys a reason why you should actually kind of care about this. And on SmackDown, the promo that he did,
yeah,
that's why we need The Miz around these parts.
Okay.
I
was like, out of all people who are in the tournament currently, to my knowledge, have actually went to get Cena in some like real feud. Besides like with Shane, I think Sheamus.
Sheamus has had a feud. Rusev has had a feud with him.
I'm trying to remember the rest of who is all in there right now.
Well, Damian Priest has had nothing to do with John Cena, really. And then Shinsuke Nakamura has never had anything to do with John Cena.
Can you imagine?
No.
Damian Priest.
I can't.
Being his...
I cannot imagine Damian Priest having anything to do with any of that.
This is nothing against Damian Priest because you are an amazing wrestler. Cool dude. You are bisexual Undertaker. But like,
how are you gonna call him cool dude and then fucking insult him?
That's what the internet called him.
In the same breath.
That's what the internet called him. Bisexual Undertaker, bro.
Does not mean that. Hey, bro, respect.
I mean, look, it is. I mean,
bisexual. That is not a term of endearment.
bro. In my community, it is.
Okay.
In my community, it is.
Please finish your thought.
But nah, at the same time, I don't feel like it definitely should be that Damian Priest. Should be Rusev. If it was old Rusev, maybe. Because you can get it with the old, US, Russia thing or whatever.
Well, as of right now, with what we've got, right, what we got with this tournament is a whole bunch of I don't give a fuck right now.
I mean, yeah, because I don't.
It's like The Miz is going to be in the tournament, and we don't know who he's facing. But like with The Miz, at least The Miz has come on and like at least, bro, don't even. But at least he's come on to the show and gave some type of a like a reason for why he would even want to fight for such a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, number one, to have a tournament to fight somebody who's got no title history, no real anything going for him right now outside of the fact that this is his final time wrestling. But it's like, to have a tournament to see who is going to be his last opponent. Like, to me, it's like, number one, like I said earlier, way too much glaze. All right. And then it's like, you beat him. What's that doing for you right now? Because it's not like who wins is going to get a title match.
It's the equivalent of what Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker. It boosts up your streams. It boosts up your momentum because you took out, the greatest of all time. That's how they're booking it.
Jesus Christ.
Talking like a WWE creative.
No.
Which is okay. So the other thing was,
at least with the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar thing, leading into this, and then even after it, there was a story going into
the thing I've heard is that Cena's supposed to beat Dom and win the IC title. So let alone is Cena's career on the line.
See that whole rumor with Dominic Mysterio and the title, and like, number one, if they actually go through all that,
it's the belt that Cena never won.
That's stupid. It's absolutely stupid.
Could you imagine an Intercontinental World? And
it's like, and then like
challenge?
IC title, to give John Cena an IC title, and then for him to face someone and they take the title from him, kind of thing.
He would be a transitional champion.
Yes, he would be.
Oh shit.
Yes, that yeah. And what that looked like?
It looks like
garbage. Basuda.
I mean,
straight up trubbish.
I mean, we getting Basuda out of the situation regardless.
I mean, we've been getting Basuda ever since WrestleMania.
So now it's just the difference of, are we getting Basuda with no title or Basuda with title?
You know what is Basuda as well?
What?
To get off the whole John Cena talk, now granted, I understand that it's very early, but I am not feeling Jade Cargill with this title right
Nobody does, bro.
I am.
The promo alone should have told you,
I'm that bitch.
All you did, you came down to the ring and said, I just want to let all the ladies know.
Bro, her music barely stopped playing.
No. No. I think WWE understood that her promo game is. She's literally, and this is no knock to you, Jade. It's no knock to you. I think it's just mainly because creative doesn't know how to write you. They don't know how to write a promo for you. They need to make her like a Goldberg, bro. Come out there and say who's next, man. That's it. Because promo game, I have yet to see a promo for her that moved me. Like a Naomi, like and you're gonna hate me for this, like a Becky, like definitely one of Valkyrie. Valkyrie's promos don't move nobody.
Now
moves you to the Shaq gif.
Now to what you're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like. Because you saying that reminded me. I have to give it to Becky. Crash Out Becky on Monday Night Raw was hilarious.
I can say it, like, as a heel, like, she may not be the best in the ring, but she gets you at least hating her. She gets you at least to be like, man, somebody beat this bitch ass.
She is doing her heel job. When she came out, it's like,
whatever.
Shut up, Joe Tessitore. When she came out there and told that man to shut up, and she starts going in and talking all this shit and everything, like, and then we turn around and we look at the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill.
Mm-hmm.
And she just comes out there and is like, hey, I'm putting the locker room on notice. Y'all gonna recognize I'm that bitch. And she leaves. And then she proceeds to go backstage and starts throwing her weight around like she did some shit. Like she did something.
She just holds the belt. That's it. And I don't like how she holds the belt. It just flimsy, like, you know, everybody has a unique way of holding belts.
It might still be too early.
But
like right now, I don't like where we're going with this.
I feel like her reign is gonna be where her matches will have to be the things that speak for her,
and they won't.
I mean but that's the thing that's gonna have to.
They're making like Jade. They're making her seem like this big bad tough girl type thing, right? Like, you know, like she, to me, now granted, she's got the look of it, but it's like, to me, she's still coming off way too fake. Fact. When she was being good girl Jade, you know, the Storm and all this other stuff, like, she was trying way too hard to be this superhero.
Yeah.
And it just didn't come off right. Now she's like supposed to be this big bad wearing the spiked titties bra and whatever, and you know.
So Naomi.
You know.
How you get Jay?
That's because that's how she's carrying herself. Like I'm big bad girl right now. It's like it's coming off way too fake. Like, goddamn, give me the real Jade Cargill. You know what I'm saying?
And what pray tell would that be?
The second longest running TBS champion on AEW.
Again, she had lackeys behind her who made her.
Exactly. Give me that.
Okay.
Get it to me. Por favor.
It has to be Julia and whoever that other I forgot what her name is. And I'm so sorry. I cannot remember your name right now.
It's okay.
But Julia just lost the belt, so it has to be Julia in her manager.
I mean, listen, I'm glad you brought that up because that was where I was going to go with this. Julia, she's free now. She can
a 180 down reign and only defended the title on TV one time.
What hurts me though, because like Chelsea Green, number one, she shouldn't have lost the title in the first place. Let me just throw that in there.
She won the U.S. title wearing Mexico's colors.
Listen, what her and Ethan Page are doing right now is
gold.
Pure gold.
Pure
absolute
gold.
cinema.
Pure fucking gold.
They are so good together right now. I love everything that they're doing.
The cream pie thing was crazy though.
This and that. I have never listen, like Chelsea Green, I'm glad she has the US title. I just hate that it had to be at the expense of Julia.
Yeah, because Julia doesn't deserve it.
Julia
doesn't deserve it.
She does not deserve the treatment that she like. And it's so funny because it's all like Stephanie Valkyrie and then Julia. That's where it used to, they were both up here.
Yes.
But they were all like, we kind of like Stephanie's accent a little bit better, so we're just gonna.
No, Hunter is enjoying that ass.
I mean,
he's enjoying that. I mean, you saw them photos of him and his face, and oh my god, with him looking at bro, them photos. That's bad evidence. Like the bad evidence of like Hunter, bro, favoritism and shit.
Listen, this is it's because of stuff like that why I don't do live reactions when I'm watching Raw, because like
I think we should start doing those.
I don't know. I might find myself without a girlfriend if I did that shit, bro.
I mean, okay. First off, if you making a comment, like
listen, it's okay. We've cleared it up, like because she watches wrestling with me. It's been made very clear. Stephanie's ass is worth the watch and the comments and everything. It's worth everything.
Very glad that my wife is bi. Anyway, so half the time she's looking at the ass and saying, "Babe, look at that ass," and I'm like, "Good. I can get away with this shit."
Listen, Steph Malkier is a beautiful thing. However, I really, I need them to really like start getting the ball rolling with her.
I feel like Julia, honestly, even though she probably do a little bit better in AEW,
Julia,
just a little bit better.
No, not right now.
A little bit. I'm saying in general, because AEW, I feel like
AEW post Monet, she would have been fine.
Yes, post Monet, not right now, but like I feel like she would do better in AEW.
And you know what?
And speaking of Monet, she's supposed to be going for another title belt at House of Glory.
This is actually a great time to go ahead and switch gears to AEW, because AEW has been getting away with a lot of murder while we've been reviewing these pay-per-views and all these and talk about all these other weekend shows. We really have not talked about the main product, AEW.
You're gonna have to say it, because I mean I haven't watched the product, but I'll listen to Wrestle Talk and WrestleMania tell me about how bad the show was. So
let's start at the top here, okay? When it comes to AEW, this new title, the new title that they've brought out. So just to catch you up to speed. All right.
Is this a tag title?
No.
Oh, okay. Damn. Yeah. Damn.
Is this a tag title? No. That's the problem.
Okay.
It's not, because that is the new title, and they are actively working towards going through the tournament. Now, I will say though, the tournament has been very interesting. Like
Athena and Monet is pissing me off.
Well, they lost.
Thank God. Oh,
which was quite the surprise.
Athena took the pin, didn't she?
Oh,
God damn! Of course. Son of a bitch.
Who the fuck else was going to take that pin?
Athena. I love you, boo. And I love what you're doing for ROH. But I'm not taking this pin, baby. I'm telling you right now. And that's all she said and walked out of the room.
Listen, she didn't even have to say that.
You know what?
I'm pretty certain someone's like, "Hey, Athena, you're taking the pin tonight. All right."
I don't know how y'all gonna do it. Just make sure that happens.
Fuck. Literally, someone just came up to her and says like, "Hey, yo, Athena, I don't care what y'all do out there. The finish is you taking the pin. Have a good night. Break a leg.
Don't break a leg. Hey, don't be like Ibushi. Unfortunately, yeah.
So, just to play this back for you, so that you can understand how stupid this is, right? Kenny Omega and Okada, okay? They had that match to unify these two titles. One of those titles being, I do believe it was like
the Continental, and then
it was the Continental and the International.
Yep.
Okay. So they fought and they unified the titles, and now the title became the unified title.
Is this called unified?
Yeah, it's called the unified. Bro, where have you been? I mean, I can't get mad at you because they don't talk about the belt no more.
They don't. Only because Okada has it, but like
Okada has it, but like he barely defends it. You know, like he's just kind of walking around with it. And the crazier thing is the fact that he has the belt, but every time you see him come out with the belt, Don Callis brings out the other two belts. Yes, he constantly has the other two belts with him, while also Okada is still holding the unified title, which would technically make those belts obsolete because they've been unified. The title specifically and clearly states it.
This nigga think he Paul Heyman. Because he said, yo, I know Roman had got that belt, but we still going to hold the other two belts. Because remember when Paul did that shit?
You're right. That
nigga think he Paul Heyman.
So, fast forward to now, they have... Oh, real quick, and this is the important part. Do you remember what the national title, that international title was meant to do? Remember when Orange Cassidy had it?
Yeah, it was supposed to be an open challenge.
and you defend it anywhere
Every day.
and wherever you go, and you saw him, he's defending it over at this promotion and having a dope ass match and defending it over there and all that.
He actually made the belt of the belt.
Yes, yeah. So that title got unified with the Continental or whatever it's called, right?
Unified.
Now it's and now it's the unified title. Mm-hmm. So this new title, it's called the national title. The national title is meant to be used to be defended all over the place. You can defend it over here in Ring of Honor. You can go to Mexico and defend it. Go to this place and defend it. The national title. All right. And the tournament has started. Now, here's the even crazier bit that I just learned of recently. This national title apparently has ties and is directly supposed to be being named after the title that comes from the NWA. You know, people like Dusty Rhodes has held it, and, you know, all these old school, you know, legends and all this other stuff. Do you know that title is actually still actively being used and defended in NWA? You know, where the real legacy of that title is?
So he's taking that belt and making it in AEW?
He's taking the So, with the way he described it, you would have thought that he's reviving the national title. That was a title that came from NWA. But interestingly enough, remember, and I think he popped up recently. He used to be Mikey from the Spirit Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has that belt right now in NWA. He is currently the national NWA champion.
And so Tony is trying to take that belt and bring it to AEW.
You would think that's what he was trying to do. But funny, on Twitter, Mike, former Spirit Squad member, current national champion, he was all like, hey, real quick to the world, just know, fuck what AEW talking about, and this is me paraphrasing severely, but fuck what AEW is talking about. I'm the guy who holds that title that they're claiming to be talking about. So I don't know what belt they got, but I have the real national championship. Yeah, bro. It's crazy out here in this world of wrestling right now. It's crazy.
So first off, Tony, bro, what the fuck? Bro, are you adding another belt?
Bro, we have not even crowned the women's tag champions.
First off, hold on. This is one thing. I'm going to tell you this real quick. This is one thing I really do hate when promotions do, especially with a title like that. You're not going to lose it at these fucking indie promotions because that basically makes that person an AEW talent now. They have to sign a contract. So it's not a title that if a person outside of the company wins, they could just start doing the same thing on behalf of AEW. So even if a person is booked to go to a promotion and defend that title, we already know as wrestling fans, well, we know who the fuck's going over in this match. There's no hype and anticipation behind that. And that's why I hate when people do that with belts, going to other promotions and defending it, because it's like that person's not going to fucking win it.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. You know what else is crazy? The women's blood and guts match.
I mean, why is that crazy?
You know why it's crazy right now? So we know the women's blood and guts match has been a situation where it's the not the death triangle, Jesus Christ. It's
something of madness. No.
Triangle of madness.
There you go.
And now me saying the Death Triangle just made me realize why
why I said that, right? Yeah.
So Triangle of Madness, right? It was Triangle of Madness, and they were beefing with Aminata and Hater. Okay, that's where all of this started, and so Women's Blood and Guts, Jamie Hater calls out against the Triangle. Okay, now by way of the Triangle, that was also going to bring good old Megan Bain and Penelope. If I'm not that, yeah. So originally, and so on the good side, we had those two, and I actually forgot who was also supposed to be a part of the good guy side. I believe it was supposed to be Harley, and then it was also going to be goddamn Willow was a part of like the good side, because those are the girls who have been mainly beefing and fighting with each other, right? Now, let me make it clear again the fact that this is the first women's Blood and Guts match. Okay? So, what AEW thought would be a great idea to do is, because it's the first one, and instead of having these, girls who have been in the trenches facing and fighting each other this whole time, instead just letting it be for them, instead of it being a 5-on-5, they decided to boost it up one more time and make it be a 6-on-6. And you know who are the people who they decided to throw into this goddamn match? Your CEO. And because she's feuding with her, they throw in the women's AEW champion right now.
You know what that means? Is they didn't have fucking shit for Chris Statlander. They didn't have shit for it. They didn't have shit for Monet. So they just say, hey, or maybe they just say, hey, can you throw us in that shit too? Because it's fucking stupid.
Since it's the first one, and
we want to be a part of history.
Or Monet just wanted to be a part of history.
And then Chris Statlander said, hey, fuck that bitch. I want it too.
Well, I mean, Chris Statlander, she kind of had no choice in the matter, because we all know she's truly an afterthought in all of this.
Absolutely.
Bro. Chris Statlander is the transitional champion. She's going to drop this title to Mercedes. And it's painful to watch.
So we're not going to talk about that again.
It hurts.
We're not going to say that shit again.
We don't like it. But it is what it is, and I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Monet not winning against Chris Statlander will be crazy.
As they say, we listen, we don't judge. Boy, you better listen to me. You better judge very well. That shit better not fucking happen, or I will straight Triple H your house. Like, kick the door, and it's me at that bitch.
Where is he?
Where is he? And Randy Orton having ass, you know what I'm saying?
See myself going through the window.
I never forget that shit. That shit was crazy. Anyway.
Yeah, bro. And then, like, going off of just talk, because, and then this thing with Samoa Joe and our heavyweight champion. I don't like it because we're really making Samoa Joe look bad out here to a degree. And then it's like, outside of those small little bits that's been going on, like, I think it was when they had the whole thing, like, last week where they did the whole, for Halloween, Hangman dressed up as Tony Schiavone in his Halloween costume and, like, attacked Samoa Joe from behind and all this other stuff. Like, that segment was good in theory. They just executed it really, really poorly. Like, it looked really bad. And then tonight we had them fighting each other, but, like, fucking what's his name? Goddamn Eddie and
Eddie Kingston
and Hook.
Yeah, Hook
are with him.
Stupid team.
Fighting for the trios title at that. Like they're going to win. And then with the stuff that happened, now we're going to have Hobbs in a no DQ match, by the way.
I feel like, Powerhouse Hobbs, I feel like would be really good in WWE right now.
Yes, he would. I think he'd go a lot farther.
Would it be bad to say he'd be the next Big E? Cause no lie, he do like a more rugged Big E.
He would fill. I would say he could fill the spot that Big E fills size wise and maybe a little bit with what he could do in the ring. I think Big E is still a better wrestler than Hobbs. You don't think so? I don't think Hobbs got like. If you had Hobbs versus Big E, I'm putting Big E over Hobbs.
No, I would never put Big E over Hobbs. Maybe it's because Big E is a versatile wrestler, but he's a powerhouse. But I like how Hobbs is a brawler and a powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, honestly, and this could be, you know, because we know Big E is the lovable, also, you know, fun person too. But not Rich Holland. Whoa, why am I bringing that man up? But Powerhouse Hobbs, he gives me that grunge. Like, yo, if you see him in a bar, he's gonna knock you the fuck out. So,
I think what you're forgetting is where Big E came from.
Oh, I know he came from.
You're not. You're looking. You're looking at fucking goofy ass.
Yes, because that was the last thing he was.
Yes, but and because he was that for so long, you're forgetting 3's not enough. I need 5.
Oh, I remember that motherfucker because I remember that theme song. But that's the thing. We haven't seen that man in almost how many years?
Because he broke his freaking neck, bro.
No. Before that, how long was he in New Day? Almost like, what, 10 years?
But that Big E came back once again when he got the heavyweight title.
No.
Bro, rewatch Big E with the heavyweight title, bro. If you rewatch,
it wasn't 3 enough 5. No,
because it got cut short because he broke his freaking neck.
Oh, okay.
But even then, you can't act like that did not happen.
I didn't say that.
But that's the problem. But you're not acting like it didn't happen because you're not counting it.
Okay. Okay.
Just because he's been having a good time does not mean he can't go back to that Big E. And when he was heavyweight champion Big E was back to that. There were some times where he had to be like, where he was like, nah, fam, we're not playing no more. And I'm going to beat that ass.
So you're telling me a wrestler's presentation doesn't matter. Like, the current presentation of a wrestler cannot affect anything else because they were such a badass back then, and any goofy shit that happens right now, you could still take this serious, but the current presentation, oh man. But
even then,
I'm just saying though, like,
but even if you count the goofy stuff, there were still W's being made. Okay. He was still beating ass. He was still winning. And comparably speaking, I have seen Big E win 1,000 times more than I have seen Powerhouse Hobbs win anything.
How about this? It might be just a little bit of biasness, but I, again, mention how I enjoy the fact of the style of wrestler that Powerhouse Hobbs is compared to Big E. Love Big E and love what he's done in the ring. But I enjoy the presentation that is by Powerhouse Hobbs. And I would want him to go over if I was the one that was doing it. I can see if it was you in the situation, you would want Big E to go over.
It's not even a want. It's just what should happen.
That's how I feel with the whole Powerhouse Hobbs situation.
I don't see, because when I look at Powerhouse Hobbs in the ring, and this is just with the presentation that he has had, because I've only seen him as long as he's been AEW. And it's like, I just don't see him being able to go like Big E. whether if Big E is New Day Big E, or definitely when you think about where, because it's like Big E, comparably speaking, Big E has always been good.
Well, I mean, yeah. I think the thing that also makes Biggie, he had to be versatile because he was also hanging out with high flyers. He was hanging out with high flyers most of the time, or like wrestling against high flyers. And Powerhouse Hobbs has only been going against bigger dudes. He has had the chance to be versatile enough to go against or be around people who had to change his wrestling style. So you do have a point there where, again, that's why I mentioned Biggie is a versatile wrestler. He can go against smaller guys. He can go with the big men slapping meat. Like he could be versatile. So in that range, yes, Biggie is technically the better person because of that. What I'm saying is, I would like Powerhouse to become that.
Which, I mean, we'll see what happens next
I
week.
doubt it. I doubt it.
Because he is going up against the heavyweight champion.
But AEW will never book him properly, but go ahead.
And I will also bring up just the fact that, you know, Darby Allin is mostly just because I'm only bringing this up because you did not watch, but Darby Allin is still fighting the Death Riders, and he part of the Death Riders versus the conglomeration, Blood and Guts match.
The Death Riders is riding this story to death.
They will never die. Death Riders never die. But yeah, like,
you know what? That should probably be their damn slogan, shit. Because I mean,
oh, and Briscoe might be in trouble. Well, at this point,
he might join the Don Callis family. I did see that.
He might join the Don Callis family. Which now
if you
means
do that,
Briscoe. For Briscoe to join the Don Callis family, I'm kind of here for that story. Just see what happens.
I know. See, so you're okay with just dumbass shit happening just to see what it happens? Because we all know that's dumb.
Oh, bro. National title.
Oh, we know that.
We can't get more stupider than that.
No, we can't.
Ultimo Monet, because we're calling her that now.
Yeah.
Can't get stupider. At this point, what was it that Kane used to say? You gotta embrace the hate. I
just want you to remember that shit. Whatever I bring up, hey man, let's let that shit happen just for stupidity and just to see how that shit rock. Pinning that shit because we be like, yo, let that shit rock. Let's see how dumb it gets. You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what you're saying.
I say that because I know that's not going to happen, bro.
Well, you know that. That's what I'm saying.
Like this is the songs, that swan song that he's finally going to get that belt. But like, AEW is a lost cause.
That's why I ain't been watching it.
It really is. Now you said, because I need to hear this New Japan stuff. Because apparently New Japan is a lost cause.
I don't say it's a lost cause right now. Because I only watched one episode.
You said they're taking booking advice from Tony Khan.
No. Tony Khan took booking advice from them. So I watched the most recent episode today, which, you know, interestingly enough, we got something major that happened at this event. That's kind of the reason why I had to watch it. November 8th was the Tosho Arena in Agino, Japan, and it's a part of the ending road for Tanahashi. All right.
Okay.
And this card was interesting because if you are not a person who is familiar with New Japan and their philosophy on their building talent, you won't understand the Young Lions. So for anybody who's watching for the first time, the Young Lions is basically the division that trains under New Japan. Think of as NXT, but they don't have a show. They don't have anything. They are the opening for any show, right? There's no flash about them. They only wear black tights. That's it. If anything, they may wear some wrist tape, maybe some knee pads, but it's black tights, black boots. That's it. The philosophy behind it again, as I pull it up, the philosophy behind the young lions wearing nothing but that is because in the beginning you're supposed to be humble, and it's basically the black trunks are a representation of humanity and discipline, stripping away any ego, flash, and identity. A young lion isn't here to shine yet. They're here to learn. Every lion starts in as the same base. No gimmick, no special gear, no music that says I'm different. The only work and struggle that defines them is that until your spirit roars, you wear black. And that's their philosophy. So whenever you see young lions come to the ring, they're only wearing black tights and black boots. That's it. So the first 2 matches of this event, I didn't get the chance to get these gentlemen's names. Also, me still being a person who's learning Japanese, I want to make sure if I'm pronouncing these people's names, I'm pronouncing them correctly. So I do apologize if this episode I am not saying people's names appropriately, but I'm going to get better at it because I'm going to keep watching the product. So 2 of the young lion matches. The first one ended in the Boston Crab. All right, so that should tell you something right there. All right.
It ended with a Boston
It
Crab.
ended with a Boston Crab. It was kind of an interesting Boston Crab. It was one opponent was doing the Boston Crab to the other opponent, and they flipped it and then bounced while doing the Boston Crab. So in reality, he was trying to bring that nigga back.
Interesting.
So that was the first finish. The second one, again, 2 young lions. I think it ended with a particular suplex. I can't remember which one, but that one ended. And then the next one was a tag match between 2 young lions. I can't remember the guy's name, but to me, he's the equivalent of a Goldust in New Japan. He actually sings on his way to the ring, and he had a young lion with him. So you basically have 3 people with just straight black tights and 1 guy who looks like Goldust. So as anybody knows talent, we also know the talent is going over, and he did. So that was the opening matches. By the way, no, these were normal matches I just mentioned. Everything else after that was trios fucking matches, okay? And they're trio matches with people that at first glance, you're like, the fuck are they doing together? Isn't this person a face? Isn't this person a heel? What the fuck is this? And I think it's, let me see, it's on here actually. Shingo to me, to my knowledge, he is a face. I could have sworn he was a face, but you know, with New Japan, they also do the 2 sides where I believe it should be face and heel sides. I don't know which one is which, because one time a face came out this side and then one time a heel came out this side. So I'm like, which one is which, bitch? I don't know. One of the matches was Tiger Mask with Hamada and also Oleg versus the United Empire, which that's where the Billy Goat came from, because he created that. We had Greto Okan, which I love his gimmick. He's like the equivalent of Genghis Khan in wrestling.
Okay.
I think that's where you're going with that. I'm please, but I just like how his presentation is. And then we also have Jacob Austin Young and Callum Newman. These were just basically like 2 English motherfuckers just flipping off Japanese men and just pissing on them. Like it was a lot of roughness, and the suplex that finished the match, I ain't gonna lie, he sold the fuck out that shit, because the way he landed, yeah, that probably would have got 3 count too. So I don't know what suplex this is. I can't remember the name. But when you get into the hold and you take your opponent's leg here and you hook it, not like Fisherman, but like almost like you take his leg and he's like this. And then you go up with the suplex. And for some reason, I don't know if he was supposed to land on his back, but he landed side neck. So imagine the suplex landed like that.
Okay.
The suplex landed like this on his neck, and you just see the guy he did the suplex to. He's an older man, and I'm just seeing like, oh, actually, I think he's actually hurt, and so he gets the 1, 2, 3, And as the 1, 2, 3 finishes, ding, 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 he gets on top and just. I'm like, okay, I don't know if you should do that. I think you actually might need to check on him. He actually
might be
looks
dead.
Hurt. Okay,
he might be done keyed over.
Yeah, which also another thing, WWE, you might have to look into this too. But the Young Lions also give ice packs at the end of the match, which is, I feel like that'd be a very nice thing to have after a match. I've been sweating my ass off and getting fucked up. Also, I don't know much about this guy, but New Japan, I think they really love foreigner big men. If you're a foreigner and you are at least 6 feet and 5 inches, bitch, you are a monster over there. You're getting booked good, because every match I've seen this guy be booked in, he is booked to be very strong. His name is Oscar. And when you look at him, he's not very muscular. He looks country boy strong.
Okay.
Country boy strong.
The country kind of guy.
Yeah, but like, he doesn't look like the country boy strong where, if you know how where they always do the security thing and he just, he does moments like that, but he kind of still look like a normal dude. It's weird to say it, but like, he kind of looks like he wants to be young Undertaker / Kane.
Weird.
Just in the face wise. Like, he has the Undertaker, like, darkness, pale skin, dark attire, but he also looked like he could be Kane in the ring.
Okay.
He does a mean fucking chokeslam, though. Chokeslam, mean. It's clean. Actually, very, very clean. But he has a partner whose name is Yoto Ice. I'm gonna say the announcer. Yoto Ice. That's how they say his name.
Got it.
And when you see him, that nigga got mad swagger. It's actually you as a Japanese man. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga got ice chain, Yoto Ice. Chain up, everything, bro. Like,
interesting.
But I'm gonna get to him in a minute. But yeah, they booked this guy Oscar. He was in a trio tag team match against a couple other wrestlers, and there was a segment where after the match he just went AWOL and was chasing one of the wrestlers around the arena, which the arena is like a gym. So like, there's a part where Oscar jumps over the barricade and he's like this close to the guy, and somehow he loses him. And then there's a moment where security's hold me back. You can literally see him like hold me back, bro. Like, I'm not supposed to be getting to him. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is going on? So very interesting situation. But they try to book him like this fucking monster, and I could tell the Japanese really love foreigner tall men, because there's guys like, take a picture of him. He's big as fuck, bro. Look at. I'm like, bro, the audience is really scared of him. Okay, this is crazy.
I know it's also because like, they don't grow him that big in Japan.
They don't. That's why. Omos and Noah booked strong,
as he should.
Strong.
Which actually kind of brings me, not to go off topic, but like the next episode
supposed to be doing that. Yeah.
I've been doing my research, and I've actually learned quite a bit. And I also realized that these categories, it gets deep.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah,
Okay.
I'll definitely have that presentation, goddamn PowerPoint. No, I'm not gonna do a PowerPoint, but I'm gonna have my speech ready. So that's coming.
So then the last trios match was the House of Torture, which is Dick Togo.
Dick
Togo.
That's crazy.
Yep. I forgot what his name. How to pronounce his name. I do apologize. Yushiro and Evil, which to me, Evil is the coolest name in wrestling to me. I mean, like, your name is literally Evil, bro. And he has a group called the House of Torture.
I like Evil.
Yeah, Evil's cool. She has a very cool theme song. Very, very cool theme song. And this was the never open weight 6-man tag team title match with Master Wato, Yoa, and Yano. Yano is very much a comedy character. And to me, there's a lot of comedy moments with a group called the House of Torture going against the House of Torture that you're just like, this is like the equivalent of putting the Undertaker against a comedy wrestler. This should not happen. This should not think about that. That should not happen.
I mean,
and Evil is supposed to be like literally Japanese Undertaker over there right now.
I mean, it's all in how you do it. It's all in the presentation. It might not be as bad as you.
I mean, it's not. It was more so moments where Yano was taken off the turnbuckle and he was trying to throw Evil into the turnbuckle, and then he ran into the turnbuckle himself, and you're just like, that was a comedy spot. But like with Evil in it though, like Evil, no, like so.
Listen, it's all. And I think we said this once before.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to comedy wrestling, it's like comedy wrestling only works if both people are willing to commit to the skit.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, I don't think it's bad, and I
don't think it's bad either.
I don't think it's bad.
Certain people, no.
And it's like, and even with certain people, I feel like as long as they're willing to actually give in to the comedy part of it, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like it will come out and it'll be fine. It'll be entertaining. But like, you know, if Evil was like fucking like bull facing that shit, then it's like, okay, that's when it's like ew.
Yeah. And then the last match again, we have Tanahashi, which is Tanahashi's final road connection match. That's what it's called, the connection match. And this was the only match in the fucking car with a story. And once I got the story, put it in my fucking veins, bro. Okay? The only story in this whole fucking shit. So, Yoto Aisoko. The whole premise of the story was apparently whenever he finished high school, he saw that Tanahashi won the world title. And he was hanging out with his friends. You know, he even admitted that out of high school, he almost became a Yakuza. Until his friends was like, yo, you see Tanahashi? He went to school. He went to the same school as us. Hey, he's the world champion. He's like, man, fuck Tanahashi. Man, I'll kick his ass. Don't y'all think I kick his ass? And his friends are like, fuck no. Tanahashi will kick your ass. And he took that personally, as what Michael Jordan would say.
He took that personally.
He took that personally. So he tried out as a young lion. And after his fourth attempt, he finally got accepted into New Japan. Again, for a lot of people who are not aware, young lions have to go to do excursions. And those excursions are when you have to go to different territories and you have to wrestle their style. Most people go to Mexico. Okada actually went to TNA. Fun fact. Okay. Okada went to TNA. Okada went to other places, but like this is what the excursion is. You go, you train here, and then you go to do your excursion for a couple of years, and you come back and you become a star with the things that you've learned. Okay. It's kind of a really cool concept in theory. And I really think WWE, it wouldn't fit for them, but it definitely fits New Japan.
You know, it's one of those, I would say WWE involuntarily does that.
Yeah, involuntarily.
They do it without saying that they're doing it. For example,
Natty?
No.
Natty's a perfect example of that, though.
Not quite. I would say, well, no, she's a very different thing that's happening. I would say Drew McIntyre is a good example of that.
Yeah.
Matt Cardona.
Okay.
Great. He has not come back to WWE. Mm-hmm. Well, he has not come back to a main roster WWE.
Yeah.
But he is a comparison. I'm trying to think of somebody. For all intents and purposes, Cody Rhodes is an example of that type of thing. WWE created him for all intents and purposes. It gave him his start. He left there, went some other places, became big, and WWE was all like, "There's our investment. Why don't you come back over here and do that thing that you do?" And a little bit of money, and they come back, type situation. And we see a lot of wrestlers who leave WWE, become big somewhere else, and then they come back better.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't always happen. Looking at you, Rusev and Aleister Black. I mean, I'll give Aleister Black a little bit of slack.
He's in the main event title now.
He did fight for the WWE title, which that was actually something I was going to bring up, but like just to see your input on Aleister Black and his wife.
Apparently, Zelina Vega. Just real quick, Zelina Vega is being a very good manager, which is what she's always been good at as a manager. Yes. Unfortunately, not as a wrestler to me. But
no, you're correct. These are all facts. Yeah. However, I just found it was because a lot of people are making the comparison, and I'm like, it's kind of hard to look past it, and that's the fact of Black and Selena are Cross and his wife right now. Like pretty much they like, hey, since they're gone, can we take that gimmick?
God damn.
Oh, I like so you that didn't even cross your brain, did it?
Damn, nigga, you better sue. Cross, you better sue. You son of a bitch, you better sue. Yeah, you better fucking sue. They literally gimmick infringement, bro. Like Jesus,
completely
Christ,
jacked, completely stole.
And I'm sorry though. I mean, I'm keeping it $150. Scarlett's hotter. Now, granted, Zelina Vega has that black man kryptonite. She has the black man kryptonite, but Scarlett's hotter. But yeah. So in this match, again, the premises of the match was Yoto. He's came back as a young lion, and he's never had a moment to actually prove to everybody else, I can beat up Tanahashi. But he also flips it, though, which is kind of a weird thing. It went from like, yo, man, I want to beat him up just to prove everybody that I could beat him up. But then Tanahashi says, you know what? Yeah, we went to the same school. Kind of find it funny. But I'm gonna treat you with love and passion. And that's I'm gonna melt the ice. Pause.
Okay.
He literally says that's how I will melt the ice. He did that shit. I don't know what the fuck that meant, but like to the Japanese, it's also the heart thing, whatever. But not the choice words I would use about melting the ice, but so Yoto says, "Hey, Tanahashi, I'm gonna make you love wrestling enough that you won't retire. So this match is not for me to just beat you up. It's actually going to be beating life into you.
Interesting.
So let's get high. Big up." He said that shit at the end. Big up. And that shit was like, the way he said big up, I was like, all right. Put this shit in my veins. I'm here for it. What's going on? And the match, while it was slow, it's slow for Tanahashi. It's not slow because of Yoto. It's not at all. It's slow because Tanahashi's knees are just really bad right now.
He's old,
and he's trying to ride it till January, because January 6th is his last match, and then he would just be New Japan president, and that's it. By the way, he is currently their New Japan president. So imagine Vince McMahon wrestling full time.
But I mean, which I haven't even seen much of his what he's been doing recently, but
except the AEW match.
Yeah, aside from the stuff that he's done in AEW, but like, in my opinion, just from the stuff that I've heard, twice as better of a retirement run.
Honestly, like, he's Japanese John Cena. I mean, if you look at his career, he is literally Japanese John Cena. He is the same way with the positivity. he doesn't have the 3 words: hustle, loyalty, respect, but he has the hi-fi flow, and he also does air guitar.
It's too bad they never was able to meet in such a way.
Bro, if they did, I think the world would explode.
Listen,
I'm not gonna lie, the world would have exploded, because how do you book a match where it's the 2 most over baby faces in each continent? Who's taking the pin?
The same person. Well, I won't say the same person, but we handle that the same way we handle any super big match like that. No.
Hey, rock, paper, scissors, that shit.
No. We have somebody who's a really big heel come out there, interfere in the match, completely blow the shit out of the water, and then we run it back. But now John Cena and Tanahashi are a tag team going against Evil and whoever the fuck else.
You know what? Evil and Drew McIntyre.
There you go.
Yep. Because I mean, that actually would not be a bad fucking idea.
Yeah, listen.
I'd watch that goddamn match. I mean,
listen. And the story kind of writes itself because literally Drew McIntyre and Evil, they're over here like, yeah, no, like, who cares if they're retiring? Like, the spotlight should be on people like us who are still carrying this business and putting it on our backs and doing all this and da. So it's like, if they want to leave, let them go, because we're still here and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. And boom, wrestling's not that hard. I don't know why wrestling makes it seem like it's that difficult to do. Now, of course, like, of course, like, this is cross brands and that, yeah. But even then, like, taking that same idea with what we got going on right now, like in WWE with this, it's just.
I will say this much though. Oh man, we dropping mics now. I will say this much though. No, you good. I think we still are we still live? We still live? You might check. Okay, you still
we
good.
Better be.
No, I'm talking about your mic. Okay. But the end of the match, and this is another thing I can say, when you watch New Japan, you will appreciate this. They protect fucking finishers.
Oh, thank God they do.
If a person hits a fucking finish, it's done. Now, granted, because it was a little bit of a grudge, he did have to do his finish 2 times. But it was only because you're still trying to let Yoto still be strong a little bit after the match. So where he did the first finisher, which is the high-fi flow, which is the frog splash, he hits it and like he kicks out, right? But as he kicks out, he's trying to swing and show some fight. And the cool thing about the high-fi flow, it's also a crossbody. Because he can still do the frog, and so that's how he hits it, but he hits it sideways, and it's a versatile move. You don't have to be laying down to be hit with it.
Which is nice.
So that's how he hit it the second time, and then he finishes. So it protects it because he's still like he was trying to
like it's the whole which that I'm cool with, because like he kicked out, but like that was like it was say almost let's say like he kicked out of instinct, but he was actually still knocked out. Like he was done. It's just his inner will type, which is fine. Because that tells that's
sells
just
the finish.
That's just selling and storytelling in the ring.
Yeah.
To the story that's being told going into the match.
Yeah.
So that's that. Yeah. No, that's straight.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense.
But I've only seen in all those matches, if somebody hit the finish, it was done. It wasn't, we're going to kick out, we're going to do it again.
Bro, we got to get back to this. Listen, we got to get back to this over here on the West
States.
In the States. Because goddamn, finishes don't mean shit no more. And it's crazy.
So the talk of the town is that after the match, Tanahashi has been telling everybody, please wait, please wait. Everybody's been wondering who his final opponent is. Please wait, please wait. And then we finally found out who it is. It's Okada. And Funny thing is, Okada starts the promo the same way he started the promo when he came back from his excursion. Thank you, because today is your retirement. Basically, when he came from excursion, he says, "Thank you for your hard work. You can retire now." And so I'm here to retire you, because they've had a long feud. They've had a long rivalry. And at first, the way my brain went, I was like, why did we pick Shinsuke Nakamura? Because in New Japan and Noah, they're different in two ways. And also, this is why Tony Khan, he loves Japanese wrestling. You could tell it immediately. In Japan, they have the Three Musketeers. The Three Musketeers are the three wrestlers they are going to be the future. Mm-hmm. Originally, it was Inoki, Giant Baba, and I can't remember the third guy, but he created another promotion. No, actually, Great Muta.
Okay.
They were the original Three Musketeers. And then they created another set of Musketeers. I believe, I do quote me, I think Muta was the first of those three. I do, But regardless, the next set of Musketeers was Tanahashi, Shinsuke, and Shibata. Shibata had too many concussions, so he was out. Mm-hmm. And then Nakamura came to WWE, so then Tanahashi became the ace. And then later on, we found out who the next Musketeers are, and so on, so on. Okada.
Now, are these people like announced as the three, or it's just kind of like the understood?
Yeah, it's kind of like you notice through the charisma of those people as the class that came in. So like
star power.
Think about like how Orton, Brock, and Cena, they're that class of Batista. They're that class of people that came in and became the pillars of WWE for what we currently have.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's the equivalent of that. And in Noah, they have the four pillars. What do you think AEW did? They also had the four pillars. It was MJF, Darby Allin. No, it was Paige.
Oh, Paige.
And who's the fourth one? They want to say, I think they were saying it was Sammy Guevara. I
can see that.
But you notice how that's changed. Mm-hmm. So that's how he wanted to create that or whatever.
No, I'd see it. I see it and I get the vision of kind of like, how that's set up.
Yeah.
Like they're like your core guys.
Yeah.
That you really either really want to push, or there is just something about them that stands out. Which, like, I feel like with New Japan, those would be like the guys who just stand out and just became undeniable stars.
Yeah.
Where in AEW, these are like the guys who Tony Khan just really wanted to push to the moon and make them be the head of the company, whether or not if the fans really wanted them to be that person or not.
Yeah,
because Sammy Guevara is definitely not that guy.
Oh no, not anymore.
Darby Allin could be that guy, but like I feel like after seeing and listening to Darby Allin talk as a person, I don't think he will ever be that guy because I don't think he really cares.
No, he doesn't.
Like, he had a interview going into the Jon Moxley match with this one guy who he used to do a lot of like UFC interviews and stuff like that.
Are you talking about the one that got
he wears glasses.
Yeah, fucking yeah.
And he was the one who did the interview with Goldberg
and Punk, right?
I think he did do it with Punk too.
Yeah, he's the one. He was a journalist. I think like WWE doesn't fuck with him anymore. I can't remember if it's AEW or WWE.
No, it's definitely probably WWE.
Okay,
because the last interview he had with Goldberg, and Goldberg was, which he never did. He never You know,
His name is popping
those
up.
2 weeks went by. Those 2 weeks went by, and Goldberg never actually gave his views on how he felt about everything, because he was beating around the bush, but he's gone radio silent since then.
It's like, honey.
Ooh, you're close. I mean, Grant, we literally could probably just look it up.
I know.
on the
I'm just trying
phone.
to use my wrestling brain.
But like, while you're thinking about that, he had Darby Allin on there, and Darby Allin is such a different individual. He's the kind of person who, like, growing up, like, there's a part of you that's like, man, I really want to be your friend, but man, you make it really hard for me to want to, like, be your friend and like you. And the type of person that Darby Allin is all like, well, that's just too bad. He doesn't care. And it's like when he was talking about how, like, you know, he likes doing the, you know, him doing, you know, climbing Everest and, you know, doing this for, you know, this and that. And, you know, he's like, he's the kind of person where, like, honestly, he's the kind of person who's probably, like, super perfect for wrestling, because, like, he does not, he's easily, hey, Darby, I need you to go out there and do this. All right, cool. Whatever. You know, he's kind of got that mentality, because, like, he's someone, he's like, you know, he doesn't, you know, he talked about it freely, saying how, you know, I don't understand.
Ariel Honey.
There you go. He talks about how he does not understand the egos that go into wrestling, because you know, he's like, it's all scripted.
Hawani, yeah.
He's like, it's all scripted. Like, you know, someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. You know, like, he's like,
that nigga
so
don't really give a fuck at all,
bro. Like, you, if you get a chance, watch it. It'll, because I'm pretty sure, like, that's literally who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And because that's who he is as a person, like, he's somebody who, like, you know, later on down the line, you'll see, like, he never wins a world heavyweight title. But, like, he's done so much in wrestling at a certain point. And then it's all, and he's all like, yeah, I mean, titles, I don't care about titles. You know, I just went out there and I just do it because I just wanted to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck. But it's also, like, I feel skater boys who are straight edge.
He's also straight edge?
Yeah.
Man.
That should tell you all you really need to know about Darby.
I don't sleep 'cause my hands on fire. I would three. No, I can't remember. I used to know the lyrics.
Know a lot.
I used to know the lyrics. Oh, you can't see. I can't. Damn.
That means you really sat there and listened to this song.
Yo, I fucks with his theme. So do you. I fucks with his theme. For a while, I was, like, actually bumping that shit for a good minute.
Hey, listen. I mean, I can't.
I hate creeps and I hate liars. Oh, you are. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, but go ahead.
I mean, listen. I can't fault you, because I'd be bumping that Danny Garcia's theme song. So yeah, like that.
I used to bump Sammy Guevara shit too, because that shit was fire.
No, his was kind of fire.
Yeah, because it had he had that Super Saiyan intro version that was like, man, I gotta peep this shit. Sammy Guevara. And I also thought that was Mega Ran that was rapping on there at one point.
No,
it's not. But at first I thought it was Mega Ran. No. I think Mega Ran did Big E's thing, didn't he?
Not Big E's. He is the person.
That's
current.
Wale.
He did current. He's currently New Age's theme song.
Yeah, New Day. Yeah, but I could swear he did somebody else's theme too. Okay.
Not to my knowledge, at least.
But to bring back to the New Japan thing that I was originally trying to talk about was the fact that I was surprised it wasn't Shinsuke Nakamura, because, again, them being the three pillars. But Okada makes perfect sense if you've gone and looked at their recorded history of matches between each other. Man, Tanahashi, man, if you look at his older matches, that motherfucker was going. And I think I see why Dave Meltzer, he said he does not like WWE matches. He likes the style of New Japan. And he explained why. It's because where WWE, they plan their spots to where you see it and you should be popping for this moment. Perfect example he gave was when The Rock does the people's elbow. He kicks the foot. You know it's time to pop because he's doing the people's elbow. And then he does the move, and then boom. Where New Japan will set up, and then a move will happen. And because that situation happened, you popped. It's not because they staged it. It's not because they planned it. The only thing they ever do those moments is if they're getting ready to try to do their finisher, which is what we all know. And Okada is a perfect example when he does that's when you know the finish is coming. And so, yeah, everybody pops for that. But not so much as when I'm about to do my move. Like, Drew McIntyre, 3, 2, 1, like stuff like that. He doesn't like when WWE does that. He rather pop because the moment happened. And now you're like, whoa, wait, I missed something? Oh, shit. I missed that. Or I saw it happen in real time. Where I guess because, U.S. attention spans is you have to actually let us know shit for us to even fucking care. That's what he was like.
I feel so. What it really kind of boils down to is because the difference between those two things is, and it's literally the difference between how New Japan views their wrestling versus how WWE views their wrestling. He likes it because it feels like you're watching sports. Mm-hmm. Sports is usually very unpredictable. Mm-hmm. And so, he likes it when, in the analogy that I'm making, he likes it when someone's dribbling down the court and they manage to break someone. They make that real quick 3-point. Mm-hmm. As where in WWE, it's Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes.
The Globetrotters are going to win. And there's going to be a certain Globetrotter always does this one little trick before he shoots the 3 and makes it. Mm-hmm. And because of that bit, it's the entertainment versus the sport of it.
And it's funny you say that because thinking of it as a probably for you as a parent, if you ever had to tell your kid like, hey, yo, he's getting ready to set up for the move, and it gets the kid to pop because it's like, oh, so this is the moment? This is the big moment we care about. And WWE does do that. New Japan don't do that for shit. So it's funny you made that because if they do the setup, it's like, all right, he's getting ready to shoot 3 or whatever. That's a very interesting comparison because it's actual shit. There's been so many times as a wrestling fan, I've been told, this is the thing that makes them who they are. And then they do it. And it's like, oh, word, that's it? That was cool. Where in New Japan, they just did it. And you're like, holy shit. He just did that.
It's the
unpredictability.
It's the difference of Undertaker raising his hand, getting ready to do the choke slam, or doing the cutthroat into the tombstone, where in New Japan, it's like they're in a sequence and then Undertaker just grabs your fucking neck and chokeslam the shit out of you and then just picks you up immediately and does a tombstone.
And it's 1, 2, 3.
So it's like, I get it. But at the same time, at that point, it's like, that comes down to just, I guess, really opinion.
It's more so taste.
And yeah, and actually, that's really what it is. You nailed it. It's just that just comes down to the taste of it all.
Because I even could say watching Stardom and Joshi wrestling, the women's wrestling in Japan is stiff as fuck. It's so stiff. And
let me be honest with you. Women's wrestling, respectfully,
yes,
is stiff as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it is. But what I'm saying, okay, I'm used to the American stiff, right? Mm-hmm. But when you go to Japan and you see the Joshi wrestling ring, their ring, you're familiar with how a ring feels.
Yes.
Their ring mat doesn't feel like a cotton or anything. It's slick that. It's
shiny.
But
they were sitting here wrestling off fucking hard plastic.
Bro, it looks like it. Like, I'm going to show you a Joshi ring after this at some point, but you see how slick and smooth it is, and it don't look like a wrestling ring. It literally looks like they're wrestling on fucking plastic.
Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy.
Bruh, every time I'm like, God damn, that shit, like, it hurts.
It's interesting. Like, I feel when it comes to women's wrestling, I think, like, when it comes to women's wrestling, the women's wrestling that honestly, right now, not counting New Japan, but 95% of the women's wrestling you see on TV is mad soft, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch women's wrestling on the indies, fam, they hit harder, they slam harder, they slap harder. Women be dog walking each other in the ring, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They be physically abusing one another in the ring. I'll never forget this one match I saw. I remember because I was working backstage at the time. And like, I remember seeing these girls. They're like, they were going over their match, going like they was practicing all their spots and da da da. When they got into the ring, I did see some of the spots that they practice. But like, as they're going through, they are putting hands on each other, bro. Like, everything short of just knocking each other's actual teeth out, like, their hits were real hits.
Yep.
When they slammed each other harder than the biggest man in the ring did.
Because they got something to prove, man. And that's what it is, bro. And I respect it so much more. And honestly, I watched the match Julia did in Stardom before WWE, bro. That bitch was a beast. Like,
fam,
bro,
Julia,
mean,
not slander, because no one's talking shit about her necessarily.
No,
but the Julia disrespect that's happening in WWE right now is unfathomable,
bro. Like, Julia in Stardom was damn near a god. But not even just like in the figurative sense of like how they viewed her, but also as a wrestler. Like, she did one match, and I'm just like, ouch.
And she's jobbing out to Chelsea Green right now, bro.
Yes, and that's why I'm just like, bro, like, you know, sometimes going to WWE isn't everything. Okay, going to WWE isn't everything.
Well, I hope that paycheck is good for Julia.
I mean,
man.
shit.
I hope that paycheck.
You know what? Another thing that's also one of the reasons why Shinsuke Nakamura left New Japan is because New Japan is very stiff, and he created the strong style. Once he kind of popularized the strong style, because they always were doing strong style, but he popularized it, and he was just like, yo, I kind of hate hitting motherfuckers real hard every goddamn day. Can I wrestle?
It's like, my knuckles hurt.
Like, can we like wrestle like chill? And so he said, yo, I'm gonna go to WWE because that style is a little bit more chill. So
put some more time on his
I mean,
gave him a brand new bump card that he can actually use. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but if you look at Tanahashi and if you look at Shibata, Tanahashi's knees is fucked. Shibata, he can't go as hard as he wanted to because he got concussions. So that's why he don't really do a lot of singles matches. He got two other niggas behind him, my nigga. So I'm just saying, bro. I'm saying.
Listen, Shinsuke said, hey, yo, I got out of there while the getting was good. And now look at me. I'm getting paid. I'm living good. I wish Shinsuke could be so much more than what he is, but I feel that Shinsuke doesn't care because his wallet is looking great, and his
health is looking good.
His health is good. The money's coming in. He's still selling some kind of merch, I think. And you know what? They keep re-signing, and I feel like he's like, you know what? As long as we can keep that happening, I don't care what y'all do.
I do need him to go back to New Japan at least. If he's gonna retire at some point, at least go out with some flair, bro.
I don't know. Well, for when he retires, sure.
Finish normally in WWE.
I think he got plenty going on.
Oh, he does.
He's chilling right now.
That's what I'm saying. Give us one good last New Japan, just stiff as fuck, throw it all out and be done with it.
Go over there and hit somebody for real.
Hit somebody with a Bombardier knee, okay? Not a Kinshasa, a Bombardier knee, okay? Them shits, boy, back in the day.
Bombardier.
Woo! Boy, you thought Kenny's V-triggers was mean, bro. That motherfucker was trying to Shining Wizard the fuck out of your ass, man. Oh, my God. Anyway, that's pretty much everything with the wacky world of wrestling, the wild world of wrestling, the whatever the fuck you want to call it. You got any final notes, bro?
I mean, we did actually kind of go international title on this one, you know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
man. I encourage you to watch some New Japan.
I'm gonna
give you the link.
I'm gonna make my way around for this New Japan. I'm gonna start trying to feed a little bit into it because my friends of past and friends of current who still watch, you know, they tell me and they let me know of certain things, and so if I can get myself to start watching it now, then I can quickly put myself on to people who might eventually finally spill over into.
Just don't watch Collision.
But somebody's got to, right?
That's Johnny? And don't he do it?
Wow.
He do it for you. So watch New Japan. Plugging you, Johnny, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's, I mean, yeah, someone has to, but I also do it because it's weird. Because with Collision, it's like, you know how we found that piece of bacon in that last, you know,
that shit sandwich?
Collision in the shit sandwich that is Collision. Sometimes there's a really perfectly cooked piece of bacon in there.
I don't give a fuck. Oh my God.
Now I'll say more times than not, you know, you bite into it, it's nothing but shit. But every once in a while,
you're like, ooh, that's some flavor in this. What the fuck?
There's a crunch of a perfectly cooked piece of bacon. That perfectly cooked piece of bacon last week was Bandito defending his title.
Yo, actually, I forgot I wanted to mention this to you. I don't know. Did you ever see that post I sent you about the Brodito story?
Wait.
Okay. So funny thing. All right, so Brody King and Darby Allin and Bandito are riding in the car together. They're going on tour, and Brody King used to be a roadie. Oh. So very familiar with traveling, and you know, if you've ever traveled for your job, you're going to have moments where you cannot hit the restroom. You're going to have to pull it over, pee in a cup, pour it out. Or you pee in a cup in the car, you pour it out. That just happens. So this time, Brody King, they pull over. He says, I got to take a piss. He pulls over, and this now makes sense why Darby's straight edge, because he ain't really as scary as I think he is now. Brody, very familiar with peeing in the cup and doing what he does. He pees in the cup, and Darby says, oh, that's disgusting. And I'm like, Darby? You said, ew, that's disgusting? Okay. You know, I thought you was a little bit wilder than that, but all right. And, you know, Bandito's the one that's driving. You know what I'm saying? So, Brody, showing how much of a powerful individual he is, showing how alpha he is, says, I bet y'all I drink this pee. And Darby says, no, you won't. And my man says, drinks a little bit of his own piss.
Oh, what?
And apparently he says he earned the respect of Darby and Bandito that day. And if you look at the comment section, that said, nigga, I would have took this shit to the grave. I would have took that shit to the grave.
Yeah.
Cause who just openly like piss in the cup, you know, a little sip of your own piss, and then, bruh, I'm never sharing the water bottle with your ass.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I sent it to you. I'm surprised you didn't see it, but it was a post where he told that story, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, who was it that told the story?
It was Brody.
Oh, Brody
was the one that told the story.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's why I kept people in the comment section. I would have kept that to the grave.
Okay, you could have. Yeah, you should have passed away with that one.
Yeah, now he's John McGurk. I just drank piss. What are you talking about? I just drank piss.
Just drank piss. What do you think of it? How you think I feel? I just drank piss. Oh my god, bro.
That's a deep cut for anybody that knows home movies, man. Boy. Anyway, anything else you got? No. I got a couple of other memes and stuff I got to show you, but that's.
No, that's about it I got on this one, man. Like
besides your girl's nip slipping?
Listen. That was hilarious. I actually gotta go back and look that up.
No.
And it's funny because like I saw it before I watched SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw something talking about it. So as I'm watching SmackDown, and she's having the fact, which just to throw it out there, not to dwell and talk on it a whole lot, but Lash Legend and Nia, I approve.
I approve of that too. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a super huge fan of her in NXT, especially when she was going for the Evolve title. I was like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
but now that she's in the main roster, I said, hey, you know what? Hopefully this will be an opportunity for me to grow and enjoy her a little bit more.
Yes, I've always liked the Bougie Bully. Her theme song is horrible.
That's also one of the reasons why I can't fuck with her.
Like her theme song needs to go somewhere, but she herself is fine by all means of the word.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's this week of wrestling was kind of like SmackDown wasn't horrible, Raw was decent. And AEW is just being AEW right now. And the AEW booking needs to be studied. But aside from that,
it needs to be burned, not studied.
I mean, it does. But aside from that, next week, we're going to get into that discussion about the different levels and and revisit that topic about monster versus giant.
Yes, sir.
Because with the stuff that I've looked up and the more it's like I looked that up, and then that led me to another thing, which then led me to another thing, and so I'll talk about that journey next time, and also give my views and all that in that particular regard of the different classifications.
Absolutely.
When it comes to wrestling, which that's going to be fun.
So as always, guys, if you like the content, please choke slam the like button and tombstone the subscribe button, because we're here every week with new content, new topics, new everything. Because as always, the ring is sacred. The questions are real. The destruction is guaranteed. And it's the Masaku.
And it's your boy, Swag Switcher in the building.
Until next time, guys, we'll see you around.